Number 1, Dudu Ankara. 2, Krenso. 3, Oblite. Number 4, Bena Champon. Number 5, Adodamite. Number 6, Kosiapia. We had very strong forward line. Bobiara, Eduodakwa, myself, Agrifin, and then Ajimanjeo. My name is Kofi Pare. I was born at Aburi in the year 1938, 26 November. Republicans was a team formed by the then head of state, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. They wanted to do as the Eastern countries do. They drafted players into army. Then they will be like soldiers. They have more training than any other group of people. So they didn't want us to be in the army like the other countries. So what they did was to call us and then put us into employment, maybe Farmers Council, Workers Brigade, and Sports Council. We will be working and we will be playing football. So anytime they want us, we are all there. It's like if they had made it like the army. The army are always there. When they call them to train, they can train in the morning, they can train in the afternoon. Of course, it was like that with us. We trained almost every time. I was staying with Bena Champon and Eduodakwa. And then maybe another 2 will be another house, 3, 4. They find a place for us to stay. And then also they give us work to do so that they pay us. So we're at that time in our peak form. And you can only join Republicans on a call. And that is usually done after the league has ended. The National League has ended. They will pick the top player from every club. And that was the reason why we were not being supported by any other team. Few people support us, especially when it comes to national matches. Because if maybe I'm good at Kotoko, at the end of the year, they will pick me from Kotoko, whether they like it or not. So it was also helping the Black Stars. We trained together, and then maybe they call 3 or 4 players from outside, maybe Kotoko, House of Folk, and then they'll come and join us. And we already have been training in the morning and in the evening as a team, but almost all of us are Black Star players. So it's really helped us a lot. But when we play, we used to play in the league, Republicans, but we don't take cup. If we are number 1, the second team will be the one who won, because we are always almost Black Star players. That was the reason why Osajifo and Ohinijan decided to form that club. And so it was Real Republicans Club, but it was also called Osajifo's Own Club, OOC. That was Osajifo's Own Club. Unless you are invited, you cannot join it. They pick you from the first top teams, 1 player or 2 players from the club. Whether you like it or not, they will just bring you. Ohinijan was the director of sports. It's like a GMFA chairman. During his time, Republicans were formed. And he also achieved a lot. We won the African Cup twice, 63, 65. I was in both. I was in the 63 team and I was in the 65 team. I was at secondary 11 wise. And then I was called in 1961, and then they formed the Republicans in 1960. So I was in the group of the second batch. And in the first group, they called Crenshaw. He reported to Ohinijan that there is a boy there. He's very good. And so Ohinijan sent for me. And after all, we were all from Aburi. His house is here, this is my house. So he said, oh, when I was saying I want to play for 11 Wives for about 2 years or so, no. So he went to my mother, and then they came to talk to me. They said that I should come. And so I got to, that's the reason why I came to join the Republicans. Yeah. The Republicans was not Blasters, but it has almost, the players are all Blaster players. And the idea was to bring together the Blaster players like professionals. I played for 10 years. You see, every one of us is determined not to even not become sick, because if you are sick, somebody comes to play your position, it will take some time to come back. So we're all the time training on our own, especially myself. I was training at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I was with fire service when I was at Takoradi. And we also train, that's railways, we train at 2 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock too, I'll go to train at our club level, 11 Wives. So I was training 3 times. Well, I scored a lot of goals. Most memorable was the rest versus Republicans. That means what I mean, the rest is the other teams put together, all the league club teams, first division put together. And then we played 3-3. I scored all the 3 goals for Republicans. Ghana versus Kenya in Nairobi, Kenya. It was the Independence Day for Kenya. Jomo Kenyatta asked Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, he wanted the Blasters to come. So we went to play with the Kenyan national team during the Independence Day festival. And we scored 13 goals to 2. Beat them 13 goals. I scored 6. And Osei Kofi scored 4. Jones 1, Odoi 1, and then Ajimanja 1. This is Kotoko Republicans. And I'm here. Yeah, Republicans. And this is Kotoko. We beat them 4 goals to 3. That was the day Kumasi streets were full of fufu. Everybody went and threw his fufu away. They didn't eat because we were beating them 4-3. This is the one I said Babayara played great game. So he just didn't want anything like that. So I remember one time, one of our players, he wanted to tell Onyejan that he wants something. And they said that unless he do something, he cannot function well. So what Onyejan did was, he saw that that was what that boy believes. So if you don't do something for him, his, the mind frame will not be. So he asked me to take stone, it's a small one, from the ground and give it to him. So when you get to the field, you should throw it on the field. That day, how he plays football, Onyejan and I know what to eat it. It's just a stone I took on the ground, and I gave it to him. He said, I should give it to you. Then he jumped, you see. So with me, there is no juju. Speeches come from maybe Ohinijan himself. And then he also has another way of doing that. He will call another minister Or he will say somebody Kwame Nkrumah has sent to come and talk to us. Maybe it is not so, but he has to do that. I remember the major things they used to tell us is that we have a population of about 10 million or so. And then you are going to represent the nation. And then the whole nation, the men who are playing football, they are more. And you have been choosing to stand in for the nation. So they will just psych you in a way that you know that nation first. And so the nation has given you food, the bus you are sitting in, they bought it, a lot of things. And then you have been so lucky to be called to play for the nation. So they tell you how important you are and the reason why you are called, why you should die for the nation. All these people are there. There are some people, they call 22 players to 18 in camp. You have put on the jersey, a lot of things. So they tell us things that will make you actually die for the nation. The national team, when they play the national anthem, after the end, pa 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 pa, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Then we jump. Then everybody is like they have injected us. When the last song is da da da, then the police band, we love them too much. When they play, we have some sort of it's like inspiration or something like war song. They push us. It pushes us. When that's trumpeter, the last one, it's good for us. Real Republicans or Sergeant's own club players, from standing from left, Yankassa goalkeeper from Olympics, Krenzel from a second division team in second D, Kofi Pare from Hazakas, second D, Arodamite from House of Folk, Bernard Champon from Kumasi Cornerstones, Oblite from Accra Great Olympics, squatting, Ajimanjeu from BA United, Edward Aqua from 11 Wards, Agrifin from Hazakas, Kofi Pare from 11 Wards, Baba Yara from Kotoko. Republicans standing from left, AJ and a Champon. He was in the other one. Arodamite, Yankassa, Oblite, yenkassa, Glasstone of Ori, Edward Aqua, Agrifin, Jibrin, Kofi Pare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all dead. As I said, people even didn't like the idea of forming the Republicans because we picked their players. But in the long run, it also benefited the nation. But in the club level, people were not happy. Yeah, I remember when Baba Yara was called to Republicans. Kotoko, they protested vehemently. They don't want Baba Yara to come. But he came. And then we had to play a match with Baba Yara. I think I have got the pictures there. We had to play a match with Kotoko, Republicans and Kotoko in Kumasi. And they said he can't come. When he comes, they will beat him. And then he said he will go. Even when Hinijan told him not to go, he said he will go. And then one thing I like with the Kotoko supporters is this. When Babayara got the ball, he dribbled, so then they began to cheer him. Babayara, you see. So rather, they cheered him instead of booing at him. So it was a nice thing. When we come, even our own supporters, they don't support us. They don't want it. So when Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown, after the 1966 coup, he decided that we abandoned the team. So everybody decided to go where he wanted to go. But by that time, one of the generals, Ankara, he was with Accra House of Folk. So we wanted to please him because of Ohinijan. So many of us went to House of Folk. Of course, we were not happy because we had become like brothers. We were staying together. We are working at one place. We moved together. Maybe I was with Bernard Champon and Edward Akwa in the house at Osu. We walked to the stadium, just close to the stadium. After close, we go, our families, we know ourselves. So, it wasn't sweet for anybody. It was something bitter for us. But we had to go because of Ohinijan, we have to go. Adodamete Adukwelai, he was our goalkeeper. And then Adudako, Ofe Dudu, Obajing. I've forgotten some of the names. But we had one of the Gold Coast goalkeepers, Lantimels. He was with us, but he comes to training, but he wasn't keeping goal. He was a bit older. Ose Kofi from Kwame Adakwa, Asebi Boachi, Dogomoro, Gagomoro, Salisu, and Babayara. Yeah. One head of state, African head of state, he was saying that Ghana, when you say Ghana, Babayara football, that's all.